and dance with me. I bet anyone that watches this goddamn show doesn't have a clue what that is from. I'll say it one more time. Whoa! Yeah! Hey, baby, wake up! Come and dance with me! Dun, 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 dun. First person, actually, no one's going to get it, but if anyone can know where that's from, you will receive, courtesy of me, absolutely nothing. And if you're wondering what's up with the title, what do you mean by riding solo? What does that mean? Well, that means exactly what it says. I'm riding solo tonight. There's no Angela, folks. There's no screen candy for you guys tonight. You're going to have to enjoy me. Maybe I'll give you a titty flash later on in the show. She is currently in the process of moving everything out of the house. And, yeah, I'll soon be a single bachelor. So, any ladies out there interested in a YouTube celebrity that makes 8 figures a year, feel free to contact me. Thank you. No, she's in Tennessee picking up Marcus. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we are live. So if you're hoping for something good tonight, you are fucking hoping wrong, because tonight's going to be a clusterfuck of shit. We do got some questions, but I don't know, it feels kind of weird doing this by myself on a Friday. I guess we could say, howdy ho, what's up, Michael, Craig, what's up, Jason, we got Hippie, we got Big D in the house, Jason, Eric, woo, Kevin, Katie Tucker, holy hell, we got Hippie, we got Jason, which I probably just said his name 3 times, we got JT, we got Norcal, 3D told me to shut up, you can shut your goddamn mouth, and Brent, we got about 16,374 people watching. Eric, as always, because he's got nothing better to do but sit here and watch this goddamn show. This show will be the worst to date. You might be right. I mean, there's been some actually a majority. Robert Skrelly, late as always. What's up, Robert? We got Jean-Paul in chat, the famous Jean-Paul from France. Congratulations. And we got a freebie starting early from Mr. Raw Chuck. He says, hello, everyone except Fagin. You know what, you son of a bitch? You've been a member for 18 months. I'll let that slide. I will let that slide. How much does it cost to be a member on this channel? It's like $3 or $5 or some shit like that. I put up with a lot of abuse for $5. And then 30% off of that, it's probably like, what, $3. A lot of abuse for that fucking $3, I'm telling you. More like 16 people. I think you're watching the wrong show. This is, the view count I'm looking at is pretty high, actually. Oh, I can insert an ad. But when I do that, it doesn't work. Da-da-da-da. I figure we could just sit here and kind of sing all night long. I'm in the singing mood. Anybody want to sing? Anybody want to sing tonight with me? Anybody want to sing tonight with me? I should have been a singer rather than a YouTube celebrity. But, that's just the road I took, you know? JT wants a refund. You're not even a goddamn member! How can you have a fucking refund? Half the viewers are porn bots. You know what? At least they're viewers. At least they're viewers. Jason's waiting outside the mailbox for his bulk. I checked the tracking. It actually says it's going to be there tomorrow morning. It's been in transit for about 18 months, and it's finally showing up to your house. It's going to be the longest shipment ever in U.S. history. We got Suri Yorgos the Great with his freebie of the evening. He says, I finally got my membership back after you hacked my old credit card. You know, folks, that's kind of the price you pay when you become a member of this channel. Use a credit card, don't use an ATM card, because chances are I will drain your bank account. Not that I have access to your card numbers, but if I did, I would probably drain them. Oh, look, it's Terry Scooter in chat. We haven't seen Terry in Zoom for like a month. There's some drama going on with Terry. Woohoo! And he's kind of went MIA on everyone, so. But he does pop up in chat every now and then. What's up, Terry? Hello from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Wait, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. It looks like it says Condomwoc. Listening to you sing is like listening to Freddy drag his finger knives on metal. I don't like that comment, Eric. I will pull that wrench from you quicker than I lost my virginity. Anyways, I'll try to do some questions. I did drop the post last night on Facebook giving people adequate time to ask a question, like over 24 hours. So there should be no reason why there's only 20 comments. I'm still disappointed by this comment. I mean, I know there's no questions you have to ask, but just make up a goddamn question. Jesus. All right. Question number 1 is, Solo, are you really stupid? That's what George said. Now, that's a question. It was more like a statement that turned into a question. Once again, Solo, are you really stupid? Not really. I'm slightly stupid. Not really stupid. I've met a lot stupider. Is stupider a word? Stupider? Doesn't sound like a word. But I've met people that were a lot more stupid. Does that sound right? Than I. Well, that sounds like I just said it correctly. That's pretty impressive. Let me close this. We should do a segment every Friday or Monday where it's called Read Robert Screlly's Text. And during that segment, we pull one text from the week that Robert has sent me, and we try to decipher it. Is that the word I'm looking for? And anyone that can decipher the text message will win nothing. Not a damn thing. Where can I get good nicotine? Try cigarette butts in an ashtray in like a public restaurant or something. I don't know where they have ashtrays at anymore. But usually if you take the tobacco out of those cigarette butts, that tobacco is some of the most strongest tobacco because it's always at the very base of the filter. If you get about 20 cigarettes and you squeeze out the remaining tobacco, you'll have enough to roll one complete cigarette, and that cigarette will knock you on your ass. Probably get you sick as hell, too, but that is correct grammar. Thank you, Eric. Eric, you wouldn't even know correct grammar. Get the hell out of here. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we got another question here. Ooh, look at this. We got a goddamn donation. Starting this shit off early. Thank you, NorCal, for that beautiful donation. And we got something to try to... He's going to... I don't know what he's going to do, but here we go. We got a cross with an eye, a rooster, and I think a lollipop. So I'm going to try to figure this one out. See, Jesus. Does the cross mean Jesus? What does that mean? Cross. Oh, shit. Cross-eye. Oh, I got it. Cross-eyed. Oh, shit. I'm halfway there. Cross-eyed chicken something. Cross-eyed chicken liquor. Cross-eyed chicken liquor. Cross-eyed chicken liquor. That's what I'm guessing right there. Cross-eyed rooster. I know the first part of it, cross-eyed. Does anyone know the second part of that donation? You got about an hour to figure it out. Next comment or question is from the beautiful Alex Davila. He says, have you played Elden Ring? What the fuck is Elden Ring? Let's look this up. Sounds like a... you know what? I'm not even going to say what it sounds like because it might be illegal. Elden Ring is it a thing? The official website. Unparalleled adventure awaits in Elden Ring, the next epic fantasy title by From Software Incorporated. I don't know. Okay, it's a game. Like an RPG, I assume. I don't game per se. Thank you. I watch porno. Dun, 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 dun. We got a beautiful donation from Mr. Chuck, and he says, just to show some love because I'm not feeling it tonight. Well, I'm not feeling it either, so don't feel bad. We got cross-eyed chicken sucker. Cross-eyed cocksucker. There you go. Cross-eyed cocksucker. Congratulations to Craig D. Did someone say that before you? Let's find out. Even though you're not going to win anything. Nope, Craig got it. Cross-eyed cocksucker. Well, at least I got half of it. Yep, that's perfect. That is perfect. God damn. Thank you, NorCal, for that beautiful, whatever you call it. What is it called? I don't know. What am I doing here? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Because it's Friday and I got nothing better to do. You'd think I'd be, I'd fucking have... We're not even going to talk about that. Uh-oh, hold on. Is Amazon here? I've been waiting for Amazon all day. Oh, we got a donation from the beautiful... No, I don't want to rate PayPal because they're pieces of shit. Robert Skrelly. He pretty much bought dinner like he always does every week. Thank you, Robert, you beautiful son of a bitch. And he says, can you read this, you fuck? And he spelled it beautifully. Like the wording, the letters, everything is... If only he texts like that, there'd be no problems. But thank you, Robert, for that beautiful donation. And yes, I can read it, you fuck. I'll see you in the after party with your pants off. Thank you, piff to him up there. All right, there we go. We're piffing it. All right. What do we got? Do we got another question or comment? What do we have? Anything serious tonight? Probably not. But that's good, though, because I'm not really in a serious kind of mood. Besides the Sakers tank, what is another tank you love, and when is the bulk coming out again? Well, Dylan, the bulk is never coming out again because the last time it was out, it destroyed the vape market. And as for another tank, well, I have you know that there is a new sub-ohm tank that is coming out from Horizon Tech. The people that made the Sakers tank... Ben was the one that told me about this because I wasn't even aware of this. And then Horizon Tech is sending it out. So this new tank is called... Somebody will probably drop it in chat before I actually find the email. Give me time. Horizontech. Hoo-yah! The name of the tank is, if someone didn't already say it in chat, the brand new tank is called... Someone say it in chat? Don't say it in chat. Oh my God, where's it at? I just had the fucking email. It's called the... I'm not looking at chat, so if someone said it, then too bad. You know what? Oh, it's the wife. The Aquilia. Hello? What are you calling them live? We got people here. Hold on. There you go. Go ahead.
That came through on PayPal.
Oh, who gave you a donation?
Happy Hippie.
Did he say anything?
He said, here's one, $10 million, but it was $15.
That cheap son of a bitch. Thank you, Mr. Hippie, for that beautiful donation that's always in Tennessee. Is that all you called for?
Yeah, because, I didn't want him to think you didn't see it because it was on my phone, not yours, so...
Screw your mama, bitch. All right.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyways, what is it called? The Aquilia? The Aquilia? The Aquilia. Haley's like... I don't know if dogs get depressed, but when I look at Haley, she's on the couch. She looks like the saddest excuse for a dog right now. Yesterday, she brought her toy up to me, and she wanted me to play with her. And I was in Zoom, so I was apparently busy. And I'm like, no, I am not playing. And then about a half hour later, I look at her on the couch, and she's laying there with the toy, halfway hanging out of her mouth. And she looks like she's just, ready to commit doggy suicide. She was so depressed. Whenever Angela leaves for an entire day, this dog just... She doesn't shit, doesn't eat, doesn't do nothing until Angela gets home. She just lays there. Yep, she's a mama's girl. God forbid she be a daddy's girl. Anyways, the the Horizon Tech tank that's coming out, I wonder if it's going to beat the Sakers tank, because I think every sub-ohm tank that Horizon Tech has done has been pretty much the best tank. They did the Falcon. Was it Falcon, Falcon King, Sakers, and then Sakers Master Tank? Was there one before the Falcon? But all of their sub-ohm tanks have been pretty goddamn spot on. Even their disposable has been super awesome. So, what can I say? I'm pretty excited. So, Dylan, the question you asked, keep your dick in your pants and wait for the new tank coming from Horizon Tech. You might be excited. Thank you. Since Angela's gone, did you get rid of Haley? Not completely. I put her. You know what? I'm not going to say anything, because if I make a nasty comment, we're going to have some. What are they called? PETA? What are the animal people? Is it PETA or HIPAA or whatever the fuck they're called? They're going to be storming down on me. So I'm not going to say that I put her into the oven last night. I didn't turn it on. I just put her in there to see what would happen. Thank you, Mr. Terry, for that beautiful donation. And he says, I'm sorry, I've been gone, got a woman, only 78. Get the fuck out of town, you got a woman. Thank you, Terry. You don't need to lie, though. You definitely don't need to lie. But thank you for that kind donation. You should come visit us in the after party tonight, Terry. Not be a stranger. How to stop Mark from molesting Haley. I don't fuck with dogs. Dogs are dirty as hell, man. Their vaginas, they have to have the dirtiest vagina of any creature on the face of the planet. I've been with some pretty dirty women before. I know there's not really fuck you content. So if you're watching this right now thinking, what's going on right now? Why is he talking about dogs' vaginas? This is not a Monday show. This is a Friday show. Well, Angela's not here, so things get a little sideways sometimes. But I've been with some pretty nasty women, and I guarantee you their vaginas are probably a lot more cleaner than a dog's. Dogs don't even wipe when they're done taking a shit. So I'm just putting that out there. So if I were into animals or into bestiality, it definitely wouldn't be with a dog. Probably maybe like a horse, or I don't know. Just definitely not a dog. Too nasty. That's just sick. Anywho, Mr. Bachelor says this will be the best fuck you ever. Apparently, Mr. Bachelor does not like Angela. And, some people, they don't get along. They don't like her. There's some days I don't like her either, so don't feel bad. Stu, so what kind of guitars are on your wish list, like year or make or brand, and Good. That's a damn good question, Stu. And you know what? I actually have what we call a watch list. I buy my guitars on, usually, like if I'm buying any guitar online, I buy it off Reverb. And Reverb has like a watch list where if you see a guitar for sale or something, or whatever item, holy shit, up to 15% off at Chicago Music Exchange. What? God damn, we got to end this show. There's a 15% off sale going on. Anyways, I just lost myself after seeing that sale. So you click on, if you see an item that you like, you click on the little star and it puts it into a watch list. And if that guy or person ever drops the price on that, or wants to offer you a cheaper price, they can do so because you have it on a watch list. So currently on my watch list, I have, my watch list is 4 pages long. So I'll do my best to run through them really quick. Some of you will know exactly what these guitars are, and other people will be like, what the fuck is he saying? But I'll be quick. I'll be brief. Jackson Custom Shop Soloist, ESP Horizon. We have a ESP USA Custom Shop. Another ESP Horizon. Another ESP M2. Gibson Les Paul Custom, blah, 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 blah. Jackson USA Sam Demas. We have a Sir Classic T. Another ESP M2. An Ibanez Destroyer 2009. That thing's really cool. A Nash T. A Sir Classic, a Gibson Explorer 2008. Dunnable Asteroid Flying V. I don't know. I've never heard of this Dunnable company before, but they make some. I'm probably saying the name wrong too, but they make really some awesome looking guitars. Another Dunnable Asteroid, whatever the hell that Dunnable is. Another Nash. Another Nash. Another Nash. Nash is like another. Is like a. They do like Fender style guitars, like Fender custom shop quality for about half the price. Another Nash. We got another Sir. Wow, there's more pages. I'm not going to go through all these, but pretty much Sir, anything that's like Sir or Gibson, in those territories. ESP and, my brain, Jackson. A majority of are all USA made guitars, just because I prefer the USA made shit over the stuff that's made in Korea and all the other places. Not saying that there's not good guitars outside of the US. There are. But some people just prefer in the US, some don't. That's how it is. Have you ever owned a Ibanez Warlock? I have not. Those are cool looking guitars though. I've only owned one Ibanez guitar, I think, in my entire life. It was a pretty awesome guitar, but never... That Ibanez Destroyer, which looks like an Explorer, kind of. Looks pretty cool. It's an older guitar. Is this a guitar show? This is not a guitar show, 3D. This is a question and answer show where people ask questions and I give them answers. So you just asked the question, is this a guitar show? And I'm going to give you an answer. No, it's not. Horizon Tech Argo 2 tank best ever bamboo cotton coils. Horizon Tech Argo 2. They made an Argo tank? Isn't that Geek Vape? I've never heard of the Argo tank from Horizon Tech. But you say so, I'm going to believe you, because you probably know more than I do. Anywho, BC Rich makes a good guitar, I believe. BC Rich makes... I think they used to make really good guitars. I'm not sure nowadays, but I'm not... They do make really awesome, unique shapes. I will say that. They do. But we're going to segment into something else now. Here we go. Next question will be, hopefully not guitar related, because people do not like to talk guitars, is from Gary and Alex. Mark, you think you could handle this? And he has a picture of... Holy Jesus, mother of God. Look at those titties. Oh, is this the chick that I watched today? Wow, this is a hell of a coincidence. I actually seen this chick. So I watch, what's his name? I always butcher his name. Soft Underbelly, White Coat, or White Underbelly. What the fuck is his name? Hold on, let me go to my goddamn... Or somebody in chat will say his name. I think it's like Soft Underbelly or something like that. He interviews hookers, drug dealers, anything you can imagine that's not normal in society, he interviews. And this chick, I was watching her episode today when he interviewed her, and she is one fucked up individual, man. Not to mention, she's nasty as hell. She's got those gigantic titties. She's got lip implants, ass implants. She can barely talk. Soft, white underbelly. Thank you, Brent. Her brain is fried. She is fucked up. What's your middle name, you son of a bitch? My middle name is Asshole. Starts with an A, ends with a Q. This is not a Monday show, Jason. We don't do phone calls here. Soft Kitty? No, it's not Soft Kitty. And I swear this guy, I mean, I don't know the guy. He has over 1 million views, so obviously he has a really good channel going on. But I swear, sometimes he's got to be fucking some of these people that he interviews. He has to be. When he's interviewing all these hot-ass escorts and hookers and shit, like, there's got to be something going on. There has to be. Honest question, is there a reason guitars don't have a neck? Not sure what the end of the guitar is called. The headstock. Honest question: is there a reason guitars don't have a headstock? Not sure. There are some guitars, the headless guitar you're talking about, where they don't have a headstock. The neck kind of stops right at the nut right there. Those are kind of I call them like futuristic guitars, but they're not futuristic. They've been out for a long time. But those are called headless guitars, and they're kind of weird. I don't do calls on Mondays either. You know, Jason, I'm going to call you on Monday, and then maybe you can do the show for me via the phone or via the phone. I like to say via, some say via. His middle name is Effing, Mark Effing Fagan. There you go. That's capital F, lowercase I, N, G. Mark Adidas Fagan. That would be actually a pretty cool last name. But why don't they have the headstock? It's just a style of guitar. Everything's kind of backwards on those guitars, so the tuners and everything are on the bottom of the guitar. It's just another style of guitar. That's all it is. There's so many different styles of guitar. Like, way back in the day, all guitars were pretty much the same. You had like the Strat style, the Les Paul style, the Tele. But nowadays, you got all these weird shapes, different headstocks, and you got 6, 7, 8, 12 string. You got so many fucking strings. It's crazy. Da da da. I almost thought that said Hitler is futuristic, but it says Gitler. Gitler is futuristic. Okay. So no technical reason. No, I mean, there's some people may prefer it. I've never played one, so I can't tell you what the difference is between a headless guitar. I mean, other than the looks. But they also have guitars, if you ever seen them, like the frets, the little lines that go across the neck, you know? They have guitars where the frets are all like crooked and zigzagged and all kinds of weird shit. And those are called, what were they called? I forgot. What are they called? I forgot what they're called, but they're supposed to sound like dead accurate, like perfect tuning. But they look so fucking weird when you look at them because they look like everything's fan fret. Thank you, JT. They look crooked as hell. Like when I first seen one, I'm like, I think the dude fucked the guitar up, but I wasn't even aware what the hell a fan fret was. And it's weird because the frets go like downward, but when I use my hands, my fingers kind of go upward. So the fan fret is like opposite of which way my fingers go. Anywho, yeah. My Uncle Dave plays a fretless bass. Ooh, fretless. That's got to be hard as hell to play. Multi-scale. There you go. Multi-scale is where it's like, what? Like 25.5 on like the low E, and it's like a 27 on the high E. Those would be really fun to play. If only Gibson or somebody came out with one of those. It's all like Ibanez and shit that do that. Anywho, not to bore people with normal talk, let's get into some more exciting talk. Anyways, this chick that you posted, Gary, if you want to see a full-blown interview with her, go check out, what's his name again? Underbelly White Coat or Soft Undercoat Belly or Soft Coat Big Belly? I keep fucking his name up. Undercoat White Soft Belly. Whatever the fuck his name is. He's got a full, like, 35-minute video with this chick. And when she's talking, it sounds like there's a dick in her mouth. It's because her lips are kind of in the way when she talks, so they slap together. Not in a normal kind of way, though. Da-da-da-da. Well, there she is. Oh, is that her naked? Can I play this? Hold on. Ooh, God. That just does. And they're all tattooed. That looks fucking just. That chick is nasty. Oh my God. Imagine like how many dicks have been inside that shit. Oh, good Lord, it's gotta be nasty. Anyways, Craig, we got a question. Happy fuck you, Mark and Angela. If she's there, she's not here. Mark, what's your favorite thing about your career? Angela, if you're there, what is the best gift Mark has given you, not including your son? I would not include our son a gift. That was more like a cruel joke. Okay, was that a bad joke? Was that poor taste. Anyways, I don't think I've had a career in. I don't think I've ever had a career. I don't think I've ever had a career. If you want to, I don't really consider this a career. This is more like a vacational hobby, if you will. What's the best gift I've given Angela, in my opinion? I just surprised her with the new Apple Watch because Apple Prime Day or whatever had them on sale. So I bought her one, and she uses her Apple Watch every single day. But as far as like the best, Angela's not really a big gift person. She likes jewelry and makeup. So usually when I go out and I pick out like a ring or something like that, usually around Christmas or her birthday, and I try to remember what she said that she liked throughout the year as far as like a color or type of ring or some shit. And then when I go and buy it, hopefully I remember what it is she liked. But usually the jewelry I bought her, she's loved, or she just claims that she loves and she really hates. But usually you can get her with jewelry. So if you want to get on her good side, buy her jewelry. Makeup, I have no clue what kind of makeup she uses. No, not that she needs makeup. She's got so much goddamn makeup, it's not even funny. Shoes and makeup. A lot of them. Tons. Tons. Too much. Da, 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 da. Why do I keep losing a fucking scream at the goddamn questions? Anyways, next one from the beautiful John Hort. He says, "What's up, Marcy? Did you put up the fence around the new house so you wouldn't get lost in the woods again? You piece of shit." Actually, no. We put the fence up so that way I can walk outside naked if I want to. It was way too open. Like, I don't even see how the neighbor and the chick that used to live here could like live here and have it wide open. Like, it's just wide open to where you could see the main street. People would like walk by and they'd walk through the fucking yard and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why would you not have a fence here? I don't like shit that's so open to where people can like see what you're doing. So once that fence got put in, man, it made everything so much better. So now when I go out, if I happen to be in my underwear, I could take Haley out in my underwear. Just saying. One of the nice qualities of having a fence. Leo says, "Mark, how do you buy her things without her knowing if she drives you everywhere?" That's a great question, Leo, but usually if I buy her something like jewelry, I get it from the mall because there's like a bunch of jewelry stores there. I'll take an Uber to the mall. There is Uber. But if I'm buying something that's not jewelry related, I'll buy it online. So it gets delivered. So there you go. Yeah, the phone calls have started and they are now finished. Thank you, Craig. Mark Naked. Yes, that's actually a really nice site. And the window next door, I noticed the blinds are pulled up on the second floor, and I think the chick next door likes to look out the window at me when I'm walking in the driveway in my underwear. I think she might be pleasuring herself. So, if that's the case, hey, I'm flattered. I really am flattered. If he happens to be in his underwear, would be more of a shock if Mark was not in his underwear. I actually walked outside yesterday to the mailbox, not realizing I was in my underwear. I guess it's probably not a big deal nowadays, but like I was so used to it in the trailer park, like I can walk anywhere in my underwear in the trailer park, it would be normal. So maybe it is normal nowadays. I don't know. Does Angela let you have a credit card to order? Yes, she gives me my very own credit card, and whatever gift I buy her, technically she's paying for it. So it's not really a gift per se. So I can spend however much I want. She's got to pay for it anyway. So this is how it works. Da 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 da. Mark, could you give gift? Wait. Mark, could you give gift suggestions for wives? Well, this is really hard to do sometimes, but sometimes if you listen to them and pay attention, I know sometimes it's kind of hard to do with the wife, but if you listen and pay attention to things that they might show interest in throughout the year, if you can kind of remember that, then you'll know exactly what to buy her come Christmas or her birthday or whatever. Like Angela has absolutely no hobbies whatsoever. Zero hobbies. She may claim to have hobbies. I bet you that's Amazon. Yep. When the fucking show's already going on. How is there motion at my front door? That's impossible. Oh, might have a problem, folks. There might be a live shooting on camera. Sit tight. This motherfucker's got some balls. Look at him. Look at that motherfucker. He just opens the gate, just walks in. Who the fuck does he think he is? I'll share this with everyone. You would think you see a gate. The gate kind of means like, hey, stay out. This dude just opens the gate. Look, he just opened the gate. Look at that cocksucker. Hold on, let's watch him from another angle. I got like 20 angles on one spot. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there we go. There's angle 2. There he goes. Oh, hold on. I got a third angle. There's 3 angles on that door. Oh, there's another angle. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yep, that angle. This is the best angle of all because you get like full view. There's that cocksucker. Look at him. Look at him. He just gonna open that goddamn gate. Look at him. Stay out of the goddamn yard! You know, if I have a dog and you go in there and the dog chews off your leg, I don't want to hear you complaining that my dog chewed your leg off. Just saying. Question. Does Marcus's room have a window on the side the chick lives? You may want to screw it shut and paint it orange. Why do I gotta paint it orange? Why is orange the color? The chick next door isn't anything exciting. Like, she's thin as a rail, no ass, no titties, not even a nipple, and she seems like a real bitch. Like one of those stuck up, like, oh my God, your dick smells like dick. Oh, you know, one of those chicks. So, yeah, there's nothing to worry about with her. Unless you got a lot of money or you're packing at least 12 inches limp, she's not even going to give you the time of day. More cameras than the White House. Pretty much. This fucking place, when I moved in, the neighbors were looking at me put cameras up. They're like, oh my God, what is he doing? It is a little... It gets... I get kind of addicted to the Ring camera situation. I got one, and I bought 2, and then I see them on sale. I'm like, oh shit, get another one, get another one, get another one. So, yeah. It's funny because when the batteries all die, I'm out there with a ladder swapping batteries out all day long. Go interview her. I'm not interviewing. She'll probably call the goddamn cops. Flat as a board, ready to nail. She's a carpenter's dream. I like girls with meat, you know. Gotta have titties, gotta have meat on them. If I see a bone sticking out, All right, Eric... I want to say Tetro says, let's play a game. Can you unscramble this movie title in 10 seconds or less? Here we go. The fat fuck bluck, the aster fuck, the fake, the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. I was at 10 seconds. I'm not sure. I wasn't timing myself, but I think that was 10 seconds. Thank you, Eric. That was a fun game. I got excited off that. Gil, I feel I'm saying her name correct. Is it Gil or it's not Jill? It's got to be Gil. Says, what up, Mark and Angela? Question for both of you. All the products that Brian TVC released were extremely popular. How much you think he made? That's a good question. I don't... So the way that the payment thing works with people is... You make so much per piece. And the typical for, I believe, an atomizer was 50 cents. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 50 cents you make per atomizer. Now, the thing about Vaping Heathen is he got started early on with Hell Vape before they were even a popular company or whatever the case may be. And to my understanding, he was making either $1 or $2 per atomizer, which no company will ever do these days. So he made well over $1 million off the Dead Rabbit, off the first one. So that's kind of why he vanished. Brian, on the other hand, I don't think he made $1 million, but probably somewhere in the hundreds of thousands, probably. Maybe under 500,000. Probably under 500,000. Like, he never told me how much he was making per piece, but I know it was a lot less than what anybody, it was your typical price. It was either 50 cents a piece on the atomizers and $1 on the mod, or somewhere around there. But I'm going to take a rough guess and say under 500,000. Angela, gone and left him, moved on out. You know what? She might not come back. She may not come back. There you go. Hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Gill. Next question is from Jeremy. He says, what's you guys' favorite things about the beach? For me, it's half-naked women. Gotta be honest with you. Or when they're tanning and they untie their top and they lay flat. I like when they accidentally pop up and you get to see like a little brief peek of their nipple. Best ever. Other than that, I hate everything about the beach. It's hot. The sand is annoying. It's just, there's too much sun. It's irritating. Back when I was a kid, I loved the beach. Now that I'm old, I'm just a pervert. Like, I can sit in the car and give me a pair of binoculars and I'll scope out everyone and still enjoy the beach. Dakota says, I bet Brian made $1 million. I don't think he made $1 million. Because the drop did sell a lot. I don't remember if it sold the exact same amount as the Dead Rabbit or close. But the problem was he was only getting 50 cents per piece on the drop, where Heathen got $2 on the drop. So Heathen made well over $1 million. But because of when he got and then all the other drops after that never really did anything. They never did as good as the original drop. Bachelor says she's down in Florida. I have a tracker on your van. Well, I hope she's having a good time in Florida. It's Lake Michigan, and Chicago gets all the trash that Michigan throws into the lake. Are you calling me trash? Did you just call me trash? Oh my God. Fucking beach. I live right by one. Never go. There you go. If I lived next to a fucking beach, man, I'd probably be in jail right now. I would be out there just looking at everything and just probably jerking off on my porch. Cops rolling up like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just enjoying the view. And to like, do you like the way those women look? I'm like, yeah, they're pretty hot. Like, do you realize those girls are under 18? I'm like, no shit. Are they? They thought that they looked like they were 22 years old. Like, no, son. Unit price was also to do with the price tier. I don't know. Well, the unit price, all that jazz, like that means nothing to the creator. They only got, the deals always were with all the companies, no matter who you are, is per piece. It was like, companies will usually give you 50 cents per piece, sometimes $1 on a mod. And now, how would you tell how many you got? Well, this is the part that sucks, because it's China, for one. Even though you may think, hey, if I sign a contract, they can't screw me over. No, there's no point in signing a contract, because China can screw you over, and it doesn't even matter, and there's not a thing you can fucking do. You can get a lawyer and all that, spend all that money. It's not going to do anything. So you got to make sure that you're pretty close with the company and you kind of trust them. And even then, still, when payment, like usually they'll pay you every month or every couple months, and they'll the way it works is like they'll message you like, okay, we're going to send you payment for this month. We sold whatever 2,000 pieces, so we're going to send you such and such money, and you just got to go by what they say. That's it. I mean, unless you could serialize your products with a serial number, but even then, that's not a surefire way of telling how many pieces were sold. So usually, like the first couple months, a shit ton sells, and then it goes, it drops and drops and drops. But the drop RDA, that shit was still selling, I think, a year or two or so after it was released. So that thing, there was still money to be made on that. But yeah, it all comes down to just your word against their word about how many pieces you sold, how much they owe you. And then on top of that, just because you make however much money, that don't mean shit, because then you got to give to Uncle Sam. They're usually 40, 50% of whatever it is you do make. So, but it's nice because it requires really no work on your end. Because all you're doing, because, they're in China, you're in the States. All you're really doing is you're just drawing something on a piece of paper or on a screen, and you're just telling them, okay, yeah, and they'll send you the prototype, and then you'll vape it. You're like, okay, so can you make the air hole in the top a little bit bigger, and the post screw, can you make that, put that over here? So all it would do would just be like quick little short conversations you would have with these companies, and then that's when the money rolled in. Once it was finished, and if it sold, and if it was popular enough, that's when the money rolled in. And it required pretty much no work on your end other than advertising it. And if you were smart, like I wasn't, and you know how to advertise your shit, then it would sell. Batman lives in Florida near Kid Bass. Yes, I think Angela is actually on the beach currently with Batman. She sent me a photo with some gigantic Puerto Rican dude. I didn't see his head, but I'm assuming it's Batman. They paid me cash for the burrow design. They pay you in yen? Anywho, next question. If we still have did I answer that question? Oh, I did, yeah. From Emilio says, when are we going to see a bulk disposable? It's funny because I was having this conversation with Angela the other day. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, after reviewing all these disposables, like I have this great idea for a disposable. I'm like, wouldn't it be some shit if I came out with a disposable? I'm like, I would be the most hated person in vaping. But I'm like, I can't. I don't vape disposables all that much, but I do got some pretty cool ideas for disposables that companies have not done yet that I think could be a really good selling point for them, but too much of a headache working with China, man. It's way too much of a fucking headache. Doing that thing with Omer, that was a fucking nightmare. That was like the worst time of my vaping life working with them. Just completely horrible. Oh, it was horrible. Next question is from the lovely and beautiful Jonathan Hong. And he says, what is the most disturbing thing you have done that no one knows about? Oh, shit. Well, I already mentioned that I was fucking around with this girl in my car. This is back when I drove like decades ago. And something, like, she didn't finish me off, so after I dropped her off at her house, I parked on the side street and kind of finished myself off. That was pretty creepy. Like, jerking off in your car in the middle of the night, and there's nothing, you're not even looking at anything, you're just kind of finishing yourself off. I kind of felt that was a little bit creepy. But I already talked about that before. What is another disturbing thing I've done a lot of disturbing things. I've had sex with a deaf chick. She might have been a slightly bit retarded. I'm not sure. It was consensual. It wasn't rape or anything. And she was older. While her kids that were also a little bit slow were all in the living room, and I was in there, and we were in the bedroom. That was kind of disturbing a little bit. Is there anything else? There's so many things. I'm just trying to think what I would actually want people to know, because some shit could actually be, really disturbing to the point where it's like, wow, this guy is fucked up. Unsubscribe. Mark, don't incriminate yourself. Well, this was like years ago, isn't it? Like, what is it called? Statute of limitation, whatever. Like, this is like, I think in my 20s. So this is like long time ago. Nothing illegal, though. There is nothing ever illegal. Well, nothing illegal sexually. Let's put it that way. Nothing illegal involving people. Maybe things. But, yeah, I can't. What's the weirdest place you ever spanked it? At work. When I actually really had a job. I don't know what it was, but it was morning time. I went to work, and I used to love shitting at work. I don't know why, because the bathroom at work was disgusting. We worked outside, and what the bathroom was, someone took a 40-foot container from a trailer, and all they did was just lay a floor, and they put a toilet in the middle, right in the inside the trailer. And inside this fucking place was so goddamn disgusting. But for some reason, I loved shitting there. I don't know why. And then I had the urge of, I'm like really horny. And I jerked off in the bathroom with my greasy hands. And I had like grease and shit all over me. Dirty as hell, just jerked off. Well, there is one time, I'm not sure if I told this story before, that was disturbing. I used to work in a town called Blue Island, which is kind of bad, kind of not. Like, certain parts of it are really bad, some parts are not. But I remember I was walking, it was our lunch break, and I was walking to the gas station to get some lunch. Should I tell this story? I don't even know if I should. I probably. Anyways, so I was walking, and as I was walking back, they had all these apartments, and I was kind of like in the ghetto, and this chick on the first floor of her apartment was like, hey, you got a cigarette? And that's back when I was smoking. And something in my brain just clicked, and I kind of like, you know what? I know exactly what she means by do you have a cigarette? So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, go to your back door. And when she walked to the back door and I gave her the cigarette, I'm like, can you come in? And she's like, well, you better hurry up because my boyfriend's at work. And I went inside of her house, and she pretty much blew me on her couch, and then I went back to work. And I didn't pay her for anything. I just gave her a cigarette. So I don't know if I don't think she was a hooker, but I guess that's kind of disturbing, right? Anywho, let's go to the next question, shall we? I have a simple question. Do you have change for a $5, or can I just borrow $1? Says Chris. Wait, do you have change for a $5, or can I just borrow $1? If that's a joke, Chris, I don't understand the joke, but thank you. Also, he says, Mark, do you think you're qualified and educated enough to give a back alley pap smear? Isn't a pap smear where they like shave off a thin piece of your vaginal wall skin? Like they go inside your vagina with a potato peeler and they kind of scrape off a piece of skin so they can run tests on it and shit. Isn't that a pap smear? Wait, are we talking about pap smear or Pat Smear? The guitar player from Nirvana. Or pap smear? Because they're two totally different things. Hold up, did Mark do a touchy for the last month? I did not do a touchy. Nope, sure did not. There ain't nothing to do a touchy of. That's the problem. There has not been a touchy unless you want disposables. And boy, do I got some disposables. Maybe we'll do one. Is it the end? We'll do one this month. What the hell? I think I might have one or two things I can do an Uncle Touchy for, but if you don't like disposables, and if you win, just save me the time by saying, you know what? I'll just piff it. Because if you're not going to use the disposables, then save me the $9 shipping it to you if you're just going to toss them into the garbage. No, it's what the do for a woman. Okay, so woman, yeah, like a cheese grater, potato peeler, where they kind of. That's gotta hurt, man. Imagine them doing that to a guy, but instead they take like a really fine like nail file or like just some type of file. They stick it down in your urethra, and then they scrape the inside of your penis, and then they pull it out. Imagine the pain in that. Holy fuck, that's gotta hurt. Unless, of course, you've been fucked so many times that your vagina is pretty much like a big callus and you don't feel anything, then I would assume shaving off some skin is probably not a big deal because you're not going to feel it. But if your vagina is nice and soft and silky and moist and hasn't been beaten to death, then more than likely you'll probably feel it. I can't even find the time to vape the favorites that I already have. Well, there you go. Coming straight from Chuck's mouth. And Robert Skrelly is saying, dude. We got 2 minutes, dude. There weren't no questions from last week. Probably because we did the show an hour early and people were like, "What? Where's the show at?" Next question is Sarah. She says, "No question, just a shout out to my boyfriend Gary. He's gonna get lucky tonight." Woo! Oh, Gary, if you're watching, this is 58 minutes ago. You're gonna get lucky tonight. Now, I don't know if that means if you're gonna get laid, if you're gonna get, you're gonna get a blowjob or what it is, but congratulations, you're gonna get laid tonight, I think, buddy. And I hope you give me a shout out in the middle of it. As this is happening, I want to hear the name Fagin. And make it creepy. Chuck says, "Is it true that you're the best reviewer of all time, or is that just a rumor?" That is actually pretty true. If you search Google for best vape reviewer of all time, my name and photo pops up pretty much everywhere, all across the board. I'm actually so good and so popular that when they have these like vape contests for like best reviewer of the year, I always have to sit out because I always win. So it's like one of those things where like, come on, you win every year, dude. Just stay out of this one. So I stay out of the contests because people get tired of it, year after year after year, the same winner. So I kind of, give other people a shot at it. Ba-da-ba-da-dun. Oh my God, that looks so real. Oh my God, I hate when you fucking do that. Freebie for Mr. Hippie, who's been a member for 25 months. Holy hell, that's a long time. I wish I could have said $5,000 donation. If that was the case, I'd be signing off right now, and I would probably start drinking again, and I'd go out to the bar. But that's not the case. That's fake. That's not really $5,000. He just typed that in there. So don't get excited. But if someone really wants to donate $5,000, I'm not going to stop you. I might actually print out a picture of you, like a big, 48 by 24 poster size, and I'll put it on my back wall as, viewer of the month. Potato peeler is for abortions. Vovid-style Q-tips are used on pap smears. I thought they used coat hangers on abortions. Why are they using potato peelers? Dun, 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 dun. Was that a sour joke? Was that too soon? Probably too soon. And the last question of the evening is from Jack Roberts. And it says, this better be good. It's the last one of the night. Jack, don't disappoint me. When did you start vaping? I started 2013 and have not smoked 98,000 cigarettes. Holy shit, that's pretty impressive. Congratulations, Jack. I want to say 2010, if I'm not mistaken. I think 2010 is when I started, so well over 10 years. And I don't know how many thousands of cigarettes I've smoked. Would that be kind of cool? Well, I guess I can do the math, right? If I smoked, because I used to smoke about almost a pack a day. When I hear stories of people smoking 2 or 3 packs a day, I don't even see how that's like physically possible. But I smoke probably 3/4 pack a day. I wouldn't do a whole pack a day unless it was on the weekend and it was like, party time at the bar. But on a typical, just normal week, it was like, yeah, half or 3/4 a pack a day. Why did I stop drinking? I don't know. Maybe I had I stopped drinking right after I had the fight with Angela's pussy ass brother, and I think right after that, it wasn't really like I didn't have any kind of like revelation or like, oh, this is like a sign that I should quit drinking. I just think right after that, because my eye was so fucked up, I just wasn't in the mood to party for like the next month or so because I was healing up, and I think when that happened, kind of like all my drinking buddies kind of slowly disappeared, and then I kind of just slowly stopped drinking, and I didn't even realize it. And before I know it, it's like, holy shit, I haven't had a beer in a year. So it's not like I was an alcoholic or anything. I only drank either Friday night or Saturday night. It was never like 2 days. I would only drink 1 day out of the week, and it just kind of stopped one day, which it kind of sucks because I had a lot of fun back in the day drinking. But at a point it had to stop. Like it had to come to an end because it was going to end up either I was going to be in jail, I would end up dead, or I would be single by now. Because when I got drunk, shit just got crazy. I wasn't just a normal guy that could sit there and have a beer and enjoy it. I had to get drunk, and then when I got drunk, I had to do dumb shit. So I was like a kid when I drank. So kind of a good thing that I stopped drinking. And now it's so weird because when I think about drinking, like let's say if I have a beer now, or if I have 2 beers now, I don't even want to get drunk because I get terrified of the fact about losing control and not. I feel like I have all this responsibility now, and that if I'm drunk, I won't have control over being responsible to do all these things. So it's really weird now. It's almost like I feel like I'm getting older or some shit, but that's not me. I don't do that. Anyways, you could suck a dick. How's that? Do you miss watching Mike get fucked up? I've only seen Mike fucked up maybe twice. You talk about in person or on camera? It was always hilarious when he got fucked up. He was very, he liked hugging people and kissing people when Mike drinks. He was a very happy drunk. I never seen him like retarded drunk. It was just usually like lightly drunk, but he's a happy drunk. Ooh, na, 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 na. I want to stick my butt. All right, I think that's it, right? That is it. That's all the questions, and I think we're done. It's been 1 hour. It's been 1 hour 5 minutes to be exact. So, if you're bored, you want to come to the after party, the Zoom link is in the description. And if you don't want to come to the after party, I truly understand that because I probably wouldn't go to it either. I'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. Monday? There might be a show on Monday. There might not too because Angela comes home to Saturday night, and there's a lot of shit that we got to do on Monday, and she took the day off. So there might be a show Monday. There might not. So if you don't see a show pop up Monday, you've been forewarned. But there might be also too. So I don't know. Got to kind of wait and see. But with all that said, Jason, your signed bulk is in the mail. It should be there shortly. I actually overnighted it, so you should see it before you wake up. Enjoy my wild weekend. I pretty much ordered a pizza, and I'm going to be sitting in my underwear in Zoom. That's going to be my party for the weekend. And how much am I paying Fagin? Am I paying somebody something? What am I paying you? How much you paying Fagin? What am I paying? What are we talking about? No excuses. Monday better be a show. I'll do my best. There'll probably be a show. So I can never not go live. Even if I'm not in the mood, I still manage to do it. So we are out. We'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Wear rubbers. Do all that fun shit. Don't pick up crack whores that are looking for free cigarettes. And hopefully you don't get that goddamn, what is it called? Bird flu or the monkey flu or monkeypox or some shit. I think you can only get that like if you're like homosexual. Is that true? If you're gay, you can only get it. Is that kind of like HIV? Oh wait, no, HIV you can actually get even if you're not gay. Never mind. I'm living in the 90s. I had like a brain fart. This is back in like way back in the day where it's like when you were told that you could only get AIDS from like fucking in the butthole. But now we realize that's not the case. So I guess monkeypox is like, you know what? Hey, I might have monkeypox come Monday. Who knows? Hopefully not. But if I do, no, don't say I didn't warn you. Good night. Hasta la vista. And shout out to Steven Seagal. I know you're watching. Much love, son. Much love. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, motherfucker. No, I don't want to insert a goddamn ad.